shipping changes. Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome in to the Rockstarflipper YouTube channel. It's Wednesday. Today's half off at Salvation Army, and I had to come up to the BMW dealership anyways to get service on my car. So there's a Salvation Army right around the corner, about a half a mile away. So let's go into the first one. And since I need to kill a couple of hours till my car is done, might as well go hit up another one that's just on the way home. So let's go in and see if we can find anything. It's half off: clothes, shoes, ties, accessories, all that sort of thing, everything except hard goods. So let me show you what's inside. This is a big location in a not so good part of town, so you'll get an idea of how well this store treats us with merchandise. And there it is. This is a good size store, so hopefully it's good inside too. All right, so this is actually a pretty good trip. I got here at like 10:30. They open at 10, and people were already coming out of the store with entire cartfuls of stuff within 20-30 minutes, which is crazy. But I didn't come prepared with my tripod or my Osmo, my gimbal, so I'll try to do the best that I can. I actually got quite a stack here, half off, so I'll run through them. Always sit down. I always sit in one of the couches. You guys can see the rest of the store. I always sit down and go through it, make sure there's no holes, no stains, no underarm rips, make sure there's nothing that you miss, no missing buttons. That way, you know, if you just one or two items can cost you $8, $10, $5, and if you do that across a couple of stores, you can waste $20 or $30. So always sit down and check everything out, and then look up the solds and just make sure that, you know, on the ones that you're not 100% sure of, that you really want to get them. So let's start doing that, and I'll show you these pieces that I got, and hopefully you'll learn a little something from this and can spot some of these next time you're out at the store. So I'm probably not going to get this one. It's $1.50. It just says, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger," except for sharks. Sharks will kill you. It's funny. It's kind of a novelty shirt, but it's probably only worth like $10. I pulled it out just in case, but probably let this one go. All right, so this one, Dragon Ball Z, always does good. If you ever see Dragon Ball stuff, it's not amazing, but it's $2, so something you can put like $12, $14 on. Not bad. I always try to grab Dragon Ball Z. All right, so the next one was the Tommy Bahama, and it was gonna be $1.50, but it has a nice bleach set of stains on it, so we skip it. It's also a little faded on the back, but it would have been good, so we skipped that one. All right, Zelda, again, another one that I always try to grab. This is Ocarina of Time. I wasn't sure of the price. It is $2, and so I looked it up. There's about 4 or 5 of these that's sold, and this one's a 2XL, which is kind of good. They were 14, 12, 10, and then I saw another one that was like 9, so pretty much expecting to get 12 out of this. Makes about $6 profit, so it's up to you if you want to just, you know, spend $2 and just stock the store with good stuff. Again, this would kind of be filler inventory that you're going to spend $2 and make, you know, $6 to $8 on. All right, next we have a Cabela's Safari series. Now this one was $4. Again, it's half off. So the thing about this, Cabela's isn't really expensive. It's $10, $12, but I kind of felt this one would be good because it's 2XL and it was Safari series, which I didn't know what that meant, but after looking it up, between 24 and 26 is the average. Almost all of them like 24, 25, 26. So happy with that. And they sell quick, and it's a 2XL. So I'll take that one. All right, next is an Orvis. If you don't know Orvis, look into it. It's decent. This one, again, gonna be $4, but this one had a little bit of something going on, and it's not vented. So I'm gonna let this one go because most of them vented with no issues were like 25. With the issue and with the non-venting, this shirt's probably gonna be lucky to get me 10 or 12 bucks. So we'll pass on the Orvis. All right, everybody's favorite, Coogee, and it's $6.50 after the half off. Nothing crazy or bright on this one, unfortunately. It's just kind of green. And the thing about these are, if they're bright and colorful, if they look like the sweaters, they are worth a lot. But in these just plain green color, and it's a 2XL, they're probably about 20, 25 bucks all in, like 25 bucks, minus the $6.50 only leaves me, you know, like what, $19, maybe $19, $19.50, $18.50. I'm gonna have to pay $7.55 to ship it because it's heavy, and then $3 or $4 in fees, so there's really not a lot left for this one, so we're gonna pass on the Coogee as well. All right, this one is Brooks and Dunn collection, which I've sold before. It's $4. It's a paisley pearl snap Western shirt, and this is definitely a woman's shirt. The problem I have with this is there's not really in solds. If you search Brooks and Dunn shirts and you sort out all of the t-shirts and just look up the button downs, there's not that many, less than 100, which means there's only one a day selling. And really couldn't find many paisley. A few paisleys, $15, $20. So this one's kind of use your best guess. You can expect to get 15 or 20. You can start it higher. Maybe somebody that likes Western shirts will buy it for 25 or 30. Again, it's 4. If you get less than 20, it probably wouldn't be worth it, because if you sold it for 15, that's 11 minus the 3 and change to ship it is $7, $8 less the fees. You really got to get 20 on this. I feel confident getting 20 on a paisley pearl snap Western button down women's shirt for Brooks and Dunn. Somebody's going to pay for this. I'll take a shot at it. All right, one of the bread and butter shirts, Columbia PFG. This is also an omni shade, so these are vented. You can tell they're vented fishing shirts. This one was $4. The problem is there's no size tag. I looked all the way up and in, and there's a small stain, ink probably from an ink pen, on the shirt. It's a stain, so can't take it. If this had been with a tag and good, you can expect about $24 out of these. So you could pay up to $4 for those. All right, so Lacoste, not what it used to be, but this one's $2.50. It's an extra large. It's a polo, and it's purple, which, looked it up, it's real. You can usually tell they're real by the alligator. You see how it's kind of crisp. The teeth look okay. Everything looks good on this. So these are consistent, you know, $19.99 this will sell. Maybe even $24.99 it might sell. So you can pay $2.50 for Lacoste pretty consistently, as long as it's in good shape, bright, not, you know, dried out, rotted, or fading. All right, so another polo, Tommy Bahama. That's their logo. Tommy Bahama, large, $2.50. But the problem, we've got lots of runs there. We've got some piling there. We've got just a lot of problems. So this would have been a $22, $24 polo. Got to pass on that one too. All right, so a brand that's not so good, Pineapple Connection. We're going to be paying $3.50 for it. And it's just dragons. It's Oriental, which is one that I like. It's got a big dragon on the back. Now, most of them average 15 to 17. At $3.50, it's tough. In fact, I'm probably gonna let this one go because I'm just not happy with that profit. This be kind of another bread and butter shirt. It's called Hook and Tackle. It's a large, and it's gonna be $2.50. But any of these that are solid, you can pass on. But if they've got fish, and it's got Cuba, and it's got Florida, any of these designs and stuff, these do really, really well at the $20, $25 mark. The problem I'm seeing with this one, which is, again, why you stop and look, do you guys see the stains? See that? They're like underarm stains, sweat stains. It's gross, and so we're gonna have to let that one go as well. Now, one I was not familiar with at all, it's called Adirondack, but there are some Adirondack stuff, vintage Woolworths, that sells good, so I looked it up. There actually was no comps, really, so we let that one go. And the last one here is Plains Western Wear Large Pearl Snap. Looked them up, $10, $12 at best. This one would have cost us $2.50, so there's no room for that one, so we're passing there. All right, so it's gonna keep this video kind of short. Now, that was some of the mistakes that you can see and make when you're in a thrift store. I had like 13 or 14 pieces. I don't know, you can go back and count. And I only ended up coming out with 6. So we got the Cabela's, you know, shirt. We got the Zelda shirt. We got the Brooks and Dunn shirt. We got the Lacoste polo, and we got the Dragon Ball Z shirt. And right as I was leaving, about to check out on the rack, was this shirt by a brand called Claudio Nucci, extra large. No idea, but everyone's gonna know why I bought this shirt. Look at the Oriental dragons and the tigers on it. It's fantastic artwork. And I think this shirt was $3.50. Yeah, 7, so $3.50. Easy 25, 30 when you find stuff like this. So we got 1, we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shirts, and I could have came out with 14. I'm pretty sure I put 8 back. Somebody can count in the video, but you know, that's kind of the thing. You know, over half of the shirts had a problem, a stain or damage or whatever it was, or just not worth the money. You know, I probably could have took 2 or 3 of those that were fine. They just weren't really worth a lot of money. But I didn't go through the women's, and I didn't go through the jeans really well. I was in there about 35, 40 minutes, a little bit longer because I was recording for you guys and showing the breakdown. But if I was just in there, just shop, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. And then these with the new photo editor, I should be able to put these up in about 5 minutes per item, maybe 6. So another 30, 35 minutes. We'll just call it, with the driving, the listing and the sourcing, about an hour and 10, hour and 15 minutes. And then the drive time, this is about 2 hours of work. But I only paid $18 for everything. So $18. And if I even just net, I should net about 15 and 10 and 15. That's 30, 40, 15, 55, and 10 is 65. And this last shirt, at least 15 or 20. So if I have you're talking about $80 to $90 profit is what I'm thinking. For 2 hours of work, it's not terrible. That's $45 an hour, $40 an hour. So you can't really beat that. If you're at home and you're going to work every day for $15 an hour and you're working 40 hours to make, whatever it is, $500, $600, you can go out. And remember, this was just one store. If I had spent an extra hour in there, maybe I could have came out with another 6, 8 pieces from the women's section, jeans section. There were a couple ties that were somewhat good. And you can build a business. Now, we've talked about the thrift stores being this onesie twosie. You are going to have to go in and spend hours and hours to come out with 15 or 20 items. It's a way to build your base, get your feet wet, build up, and start getting some inventory. But that's why, when we talk about coming out with, even if I'd come out with 10 or 15, maybe 20 more pieces, that I could have went on Facebook Marketplace from the, while I'm sitting at home listing, taken an hour, went through my iPad, went through my my phone and just made listings that says, I buy clothes, I buy electronics, I buy toys. Maybe I went and bought, from an estate sale, because I have like 10 estate sale companies that email and message me like, hey, we got a whole bunch of clothes that didn't sell on Sunday from an estate sale. Would you want to come pick them up? There's like 100 pieces in here. Come through and buy as much as you can. And then boom, all one 10-minute trip, 20-minute trip to a house down the street, in my neighborhood, in a couple neighborhoods over. Boom, they got 100 pieces. I'm like, look, I'll take them all. I'll give you $50, and they're like sold. And then I come home, some of it's junk, some of it's good, but I've spent less time, less money, and I've gotten the same amount of stuff. So thrift stores are an amazing way to build your inventory, your core, your base, and they're a great way, if you don't have anything going on the rest of the week, if you have no one messaging you, emailing you, if you have no one with estate sales, or maybe your storage unit hookup doesn't have any clothes this week for you, or maybe no one got video games, your pawn shops are empty, whatever it is that you buy, the shoe stores, Ross and Marshalls were a bust, that you can go into thrift stores because they'll have something, but you're going to spend the most time. So make sure you're diversifying. And that's all I really wanted to tell you guys with this little trip to the Salvation Army, is that you got to not make mistakes, and you got to make sure that you're using a thrift store to build inventory. Because remember, if you just go 4 Wednesdays, if your half off day is Wednesday or whatever, and you can just come out with, let's just say 15 pieces is the goal. I mean, that's 60 pieces a month just by going to those stores once a week. And that's just one store. If you can come out with 15 pieces, imagine if you just did 3 stores on Wednesday, you made it your trip, 3 stores. Every Wednesday is going to be your only thrift day. So you're going to go and get 45 pieces on Wednesday. That's 180 pieces a month just from not doing anything else, just walking into thrift stores and picking up these pieces. You could easily get up to 200 pieces without doing any more work than just a Wednesday sourcing. 200 pieces a month is not bad to build, especially if you're a part-timer. But if you're full-time, that's a really good start, and then you hit up one storage unit or estate sale person once a week and get another 30, 40 pieces. You hit up, pawn shops or your Facebook Marketplace, get another 30, 40. That's another 50 or 60. You're talking about another 200 pieces. You could easily find a way to get 400 or 500 pieces a month with only really sourcing 2 days or 3 days a week. So it can be done, guys. Don't make those mistakes. Make sure you're very, very vigilant. You check every item when you're in the thrift store before you buy them. I would have wasted $20, $30 if I hadn't today. And with that, I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much. If you missed the video earlier on the eBay Spring 2020 seller update, I'll link it below. Go check it out. I recorded it just a little bit ago. It is the 2020 spring seller update. It's got 6 updates. You'll see the video. It's linked below. And if you need more help with more places to find inventory besides these thrift stores, besides estate sale, garage sales, 12 other places to find them, it is a part of the package I offer below. It's $20.20. It's one-time payment. There's no monthly, no contracts, none of that, just one time, and you get everything, all the books, the webinars, the guides, the whole shebang, and it'll be worth its weight in gold to you, and I really appreciate everyone that's picked it up. Thank you so much, and until next time, I'll see you guys then.